don't know who told us you got to be a witch to be black. You are not more black by engaging in witchcraft.
I'm just going to do a comment about Jackie Hill Perry's video that she posted on her Instagram and YouTube. She publicly rebuked Christians, especially black Christians, who also engages in witchcraft and African spirituality.
I don't know who told us you got to be a witch to be black. You are not more black by engaging in witchcraft that is still propagating a white supremacist lie that black people in Africa didn't know Jesus.
I just love her first point. You're not more black by engaging in witchcraft or African spirituality. You're black and that's it. And I get it, because as black people, we are trying to find our way because of slavery, racism, and oppression. So because of this, we think that Christianity is a white man's religion. It is something that a white person used to enslave black people or Africans. I really love the first point that she made.
I am angry that the powers that be in social media and in culture and in music and in Beyonce's music and in Kalani's music and in whatever the other, and in Santa, like, I'm angry that they are really trying to convince us that all spiritualism is the same.
She named names, and these are the big people in the culture propagating the whole idea of you can be a Christian and at the same time have or engage these practices of doing witchcraft and also this traditional religion. And that is a lie. That's a big lie. People don't want to believe that there is only one religion or one way to the Father or to God. Jesus emphatically say that he is the way, the truth, and the life, that nobody goes to the Father except through him. The Bible says that it is only through Jesus that we can go to God, that we can go to the Father. Show us the Father. And Jesus said, have I been with you all this while, and yet you did not know? Whoever has seen me has seen the Father. That it is only Jesus that shows us God, that shows us the Father. So you are not more black by engaging in these traditional African practices. Not all spirituality is the same. And as an African, I just can't believe that people that, especially black people in the diaspora that have not been to Africa, want to go back to the root and claim these things. Because for somebody like me who was born in Africa and grew up in Africa, I wouldn't want to claim these things, especially these whole traditional practices. It is not something that you want to joke with. We've seen people that engages in these practices. It did not go well for them. You don't want to open doors to these demons and these witches. It is no joke. Seems beautiful on social media when people come and then they put it on their pages. It seems beautiful, but you do not want to engage that. You do not want to engage in that.
And we have digested this impurity and this, we want so bad not to be legalistic that we actually become profane. We want so bad to have all these freedoms that we are entertaining demons, and you wonder why you are depressed.
Yeah.
And you wonder why you are anxious, and you wonder why you have nightmares, and you wonder why you can't sleep, and you wonder why you see things in your room at night. It's because you're opening up doors to all kinds of demons. Close them. Whatever you got in your home that's witchcraft, throw it away.
That's it. Whatever you got in your home that is witchcraft, throw them to the wolves, because that is not going to help you. Trust me. Ask people, especially Africans. It looks beautiful. Trust me, it looks beautiful on the screen, on the internet, on social media, on TikTok. It looks beautiful, but it's something that you don't want to engage in, because you'll be opening doors to so many things. Whatever you're searching for in life, it can be only found in Jesus. You know why? Because he is the only person that has the power, that has the ability to do it, to fulfill your life, to fill your life. Whatever you're looking for, it can be only found in Jesus, because he is the Son of God, because he is God himself.
Throw it away. Burn everything you got. Because we are women who are going to love God with all of our heart and all of our mind and all of our soul. We are not going to imitate the detestable practices of the nations.
She nailed it. She nailed it. I'm just going to give it to her. We need people like her who will stand for the truth, who will proclaim the truth, no matter what the culture says. We need people like her who will stand for the truth. Pastors, elders, teachers, to speak the truth, no matter what the culture says. And this reminded me of a passage that I read sometime this week in John chapter 2. I'm just going to quickly project it. John chapter 2, starting from verse 13. This is what Bible says. The Passover of the Jews was at hand, and Jesus went up to Jerusalem. And in the temple he found those who were selling oxen and sheep and pigeons, and the money changers sitting here. And making a whip of cords, he drove them all out of the temple with the sheep and with the oxen. And he poured out the coins of the money changers and overturned their tables. And he told those who sold the pigeons, "Take these things away, and do not make my Father's house a house of trade." And his disciples remembered that it was written, "Zeal for your house will consume me." What Jesus did, that's exactly what Jackie Hill Perry did. The one that people classify as meek, gentle and mild, made a whip, spanking people. The temple of the living God, where his glory, where he tabernacles among the people, has been turned into a house of thieves. This is where people do their exchange rate. This is where the people buy and sell and do trading. That's exactly what's going on. The church of the living God has become a place where people practice witchcraft, the very temple of God. It has become a den of thieves. May the Lord have mercy on us. Throughout the entire book of Ezekiel, we see God showing Ezekiel the detestable and abominable things that the people were doing behind the scenes. And the whole idea of becoming a peculiar nation, a peculiar people, is to come out from among the Gentiles, to come out from among the people and be an inheritance to God. To be separated. But unfortunately, we want to talk like the culture. We want to behave like the culture. We want to do things like the culture and also have the heart of a Christian. That is impossible, because light and darkness cannot mingle. Light and darkness cannot coexist. It is impossible. John chapter 1 let us understand that light shines out of darkness, and darkness cannot comprehend it.